You might think it's mostly genetics, but in fact, brain development is also very much influenced by environmental factors, like what your baby experiences, like what opportunities they have to see and touch and move. So it doesn't just all unfold naturally. What we parents do can really make a difference. The Play Gym and the Play Kits program are all designed to give your baby the experiences they're craving. Every part of this gym has a purpose. It's an investment in your baby's optimal brain and whole body development. This right here is where you and your baby are going to spend so much time together in the first year. And at Lovevery, we're here for you. We've distilled all the research into just what you need to know at each stage so you can feel confident about your baby's development and exactly how you can support it. I'm gonna start with something that might be surprising. Parents tell us all the time that this play guide is one of the most beloved parts of the Play Gym. It gives you an overview of what to expect during each developmental window and play ideas for each month of your baby's life. And it walks you through how to modify and evolve the Play Gym for each stage of growth during that first year. Let me show you the newborn setup of the gym. At this stage, we like to keep all the flaps closed except for this learn to focus zone to make sure your baby doesn't get overstimulated. We've included this black and white card set that goes from simple to complex patterns because vision is the primary way that your baby takes in the world, but it's the sense that's the least stimulated in the womb. Research shows that time spent looking at these high contrast images helps your baby build their brain-eye connection. They crave progressively complex high contrast images in those first 18 weeks of life. So start with the simple designs. You can put these black and white cards in this learn to focus zone, or clip them on the legs, or to the top of the gym for side lying or lying on their back. And as your baby's visual abilities advance, you can flip the cards over to the complex side. You can also try visual tracking exercises with three-dimensional objects like the black and white ball. Another thing to know, your newborn is ready for tummy time right away. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends supervised tummy time for full-term infants starting in the first week. Right now, your newborn will do tummy time with their head turned to one side or slightly lifted. So be sure to put the cards in their view and position your baby on their belly with their head facing one direction and then switch it to the other side. You can also slowly roll the high contrast ball in front of them while they're in tummy time to keep them engaged. One other component I want to mention for the newborn phase is the play space cover. You can drape it over the gym and place your newborn inside. All around them, they'll see a black and white pattern no matter where they look. They will be captivated. These are just some of the features that support your baby's growing brain and body in these first few weeks. The Play Guide has so many important activities like side lying to prevent flat spots, more ways to encourage visual development, and even some early grasping activities. At 3 months, your baby is at a prime age to explore objects with their feet. Foot exploration happens before hand exploration because a newborn's legs tend to be easier to control than their arms. Kicking and other leg movements, while still spontaneous at times, are becoming more intentional. There are 2 different ways to encourage foot play with the Play Gym. You can move the batting ring to the lower notch to bring it within your baby's kicking feet. The jingling sound motivates them to continue, and soon they'll discover that they're actually in charge of making it happen. Another way to encourage kicking is to place your baby so that their feet are in the making sounds zone. As your baby moves their body and kicks their legs, they'll hear the sounds of the crinkle flap and the squares. Now, let's talk about swiping and batting. Most babies won't swipe their arms at objects on purpose until they're 3 or 4 months old. And then a little later, they'll intentionally grasp objects overhead, but this is going to take practice. This batting ring is designed to be easy for your baby to grasp onto. It helps them advance from reaching to grasping. You can also remove the squares from the making sound zone and give them to your baby for up-close grasping and mouthing, or hang them from the attachment straps. There are so many more ways to play at this stage with each of these zones, and you can even attach an overhead mirror for focusing and tracking. All the guidance you need is in the Play Guide. The Exploring Colors zone will become especially interesting to your baby around month 5, when their vision has developed to the point that they can see in color and 3 dimensions. Even if your baby has started to sit up, they'll still need tummy time to build strength. At this age, they're looking for more excitement to keep them engaged while they're belly down, so they'll push up and pivot and use their hands to explore all the textures and colors around them. The How Things Feel zone, exploring colors and making sound zones, encourage your baby to push against the floor for a better view. And now let's talk about sitting. Most babies won't sit unsupported until between 6 and 8 months. You can help them build balance and strength in the sitting position by supporting their trunk. Sit your baby just out of reach of the batting ring, so they need to shift their weight and lean forward to reach it. This simple activity engages your baby's hands so they work the rest of their body to stay upright. Rolling over is also important at this age. Your baby will likely roll from belly to back much sooner than back to belly. Here's how to encourage a back to belly roll. You can detach the organic cotton ball or organic cotton teething ring and slowly move it across your baby's line of vision until they have to roll over to see it. Babies typically begin to crawl sometime between 6 and 10 months. You can detach all the accessories and place them just out of reach to encourage your baby to pivot on their tummy or scoot towards them. Moving an object from hand to another hand is a major milestone that will happen around this time too. It doesn't look like much, but the process stimulates coordination across both sides of your baby's brain. The organic cotton teether is especially easy to move from one hand to the other, and the organic cotton ball is designed with grooves in it to make it easier for baby to practice that hand-to-hand transfer. The How Things Feel zone supports sensory play, which allows your baby to connect the look of something to how it feels, or the feel of something to how it sounds. This kind of information can help strengthen important sensory processing skills. And don't forget to update the cards in the Learn to Focus zone with the cards displaying babies on them. Your baby will love to look at other babies' faces. Your 9 to 10-month-old is now ready to explore the concept of containment and object permanence. You can partially hide an object, like these jingle keys that come in the play kits, in the hiding and finding zone pocket. If your baby pulls them out quickly, try making it even harder by jingling the keys and then fully hiding them out of sight in the pocket. In the next few months, they'll be able to pull them out and stuff them all the way back in. This also gives your baby a way to work on their receptive language, what they absorb and really understand. As you hide playthings in this zone, or you open and close the other zones, narrate what's happening to help your baby's language skills. So like this: open, closed, open, closed. The teether is in the pocket. Now it's out. In, out. I know this kind of sounds exaggerated, but speech and language therapists call these functional words. They're great to emphasize to help get your baby to really learn. Once your baby is almost a year old, we recommend setting up the fort for them. So right now you can get your baby moving and crawling in and out of the play space by playing peekaboo. And when they become a toddler, they'll want to hide and read books and be cozy in their own enclosed space. Every part of this play gym is intentionally designed for your child's evolving learning needs. With Lovevery, you can be confident that you're giving your child the very best start. Just what they want, just what they need, every step of the way.